Hi everyone, we are friends. I'm Crystal. Today, Clyde and I are going to update our final venture journey in this course. We did really enjoyed and learned a lot from this journey. This time, we've divided our video into three parts. Firstly, MVP. Secondly, pitch deck. Thirdly, what we've learned from the whole journey. About MVP, we used a line account to validate whether our food app design could avoid fake accounts and inaccurate information. We invited the restaurants to post their detailed information in our line account. The results showed that users were willing to make comments on the restaurants which they met a high rating. Moreover, it could prevent fake accounts because applying for a line account needs users to link their cell phone number. We could make sure that the users are real. However, it was a pity that we couldn't test our certification mechanism about a function of checking location. When users want to make comments, they need to check in the location and upload food pictures. The main point is that if the check-in location is different than the location recorded in the app, users are not qualified to make comments. We had a limitation of technical skills on it. From MVP practice, we've learned that if we can't validate the right model, then we must need to go back to adjust our hypothesis, test, and pivot. Otherwise, investors are not convinced. I remember that explaining how to do MVP to validate the business model was a common and important question in our pitch deck. Now, I would like to hand over to Clyde.
Hi everyone, this is Clyde, and I'm going to share what we learned on pitch deck part. It is not easy to put everything needed into a 5 minutes presentation. That's the first question we have met when we doing this part. For instance, in our customer part, we prepared a long list of definition and examples. Of course, we have no time for such content, so we changed the slide and finished it within 2 sentences. Setting customer is also an interesting part, and we learned a lot from it because it related to the goal we set and what kind of products will be. Also, I want to talk about turning SWOT analysis into slide because it is really hard. There's no way to simplify the content, but also remains the structure. So we have to cut it down in order into competitive advantages. Although these contents can be supplemented in Q&A part, but I was still wondering if it's enough in that situation, and I think that the cooperation with group member can be improved during our presentation. There's one thing that is worth to mention is our go-to-market plan. When we try to use Line to post advertisement, we learn many terms and knowledge on marketing. It's different with those we saw on book or slide. The situation is the same on Facebook. It is shocking while I know how much should be paid to have a certain click numbers. But as for the bright side, I think our presentation has expressed our product properly. And that is also one of the biggest rewards in this course. We start to study the pain and gain of the customers, keep revising this goal and hypothesis because we need the information to persuade the investors. And during the pitch deck presentation, we can prove it is worth those efforts.
Now, I would like to share what we've learned from the whole journey with you. The first thing that I keep in my mind is customers. Talking to customers to make sure what is their thinking and confirm their needs is very important. We need to design the product based on what customers require. Because we don't have lots of funds, we need to use focus groups to test our product. In the beginning, I didn't have any ideas about how to be an entrepreneur. After learning by doing, I've learned that we need to keep flexibility and found out that patience is a key not to give up. Thank you, Aaron and Aya. Bye bye.